What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. My name is Oscar, and this is where I talk about reality, awareness, consciousness, knowing your true self beyond the conventional. Alright, so for today's video, I want to make a video that allows you to understand perception, right? Perception as the key to unlock all the higher truths, okay? And why do I want to make a video about this? And why is it so crucial? Well, I believe, and I've come to believe through my own journey of expansion and consciousness, that perception is everything, okay? And I want you to realize that when you are able to understand that having a everythingness type of perception, having an infinite type of perception that allows you to grasp the notion of you being connected with all things and all things of our world to be infinite, will allow you to now see life, see the world, see everything through a lens of unity, okay? And that is why I think it's so important to really create within yourself a certain type of perception that differs from the perception that we've learned throughout our world, okay? So forget about all those BS systems that we've been taught throughout our lives, okay? Put those aside for now, because I want you to start thinking and opening your mind to how you can potentially rewire the way you perceive the world. Because right now, currently, the majority of the world, and myself in the past, before I started this journey, was very circumstantially focused and limited to a very material form of perception. Okay? I wasn't able to see beyond the mundane physical world. So I began my journey of, consciously evolving, trying different methods and techniques such as meditation, changing my diet, and practicing self-inquiry. All this, little by little, all this truth-seeking that I started to spark within me, all this curiosity within me, started to actually shift my paradigm of thought, how I thought, and I started to actually begin to really want to develop my mind. Now, why did I want to develop my mind in this way? Because I started to notice that as I started to develop my mind, as I started to clear my thoughts, to purify my mind, and discipline all the thoughts that I was thinking, and starting to view things from an objective point of view, I was reaching a new state of perception. Okay? And all this happened was because I started to put aside what everyone taught me. I said, forget about what everyone taught me, that's not showing me the truth. Okay? And if you watch this video, you probably agree to a certain degree. The fact that right now you're looking for answers, and the current conventional world hasn't been able to provide that for you. So again, I try different methods and techniques, right? Having this open mind and this intention to have a perception that encompasses all things. Therefore, I was able to accept all the different types of religions, all the different types of bias that came from different types of people with different types of egos. Okay, I was able to accept and perceive all things unbiasedly. So this was my intention. So as I started to do this, I started to see that I started to actually transcend certain portions of my mind. Portions of my mind that were very focused in the past were now becoming more present. I was becoming more present and becoming more in tune with a pure state of consciousness and awareness. I was able to develop an awareness that, through my continuous application and focus, was unlocking a new state of perception. So, why do I tell you this? Well, it's because right now in your journey, you are probably going to be able to see how you start to grow in this level of perception and consciousness through your own will and whatever efforts that you're currently taking. So, what are different levels like? As you start to raise your level of vibrational frequency, right? Your awareness on what kind of signs and confirmations you're getting, deciding and realizing that, wait a second, you have the choice to perceive things in a different way whenever you want. Okay? Things that I perceive as bad, you can perceive as good. What I perceive as shiny, you can perceive as dull. Okay? So, this is the power of perception. In any moment right now, in any moment in my life and in my routine, I can choose to perceive things as negative or positive. Okay? I I can perceive the world as only having one God, right? Within a certain religion, or I can perceive the world as being infinite, all-embracing, all-encompassing, and a part of me. So, something that I like to say a lot in my videos is that believe before you see results, before you see things come into fruition. And the reason I think this is so important is because when you start to believe before you see, and you start to actually believe in the type of perception that you're practicing, that you want to have, which is all-embracing and infinite like myself, what begins to happen is that it actually starts to show you that. Okay? You start to actually reach new levels of perception, and they become available to you. And you're always going to shift. You might go from one level of perception that's very circumstantially focused, and then you might hear a word, right? Or hear someone talk, or get a feeling that triggers a whole new level of perception. Allows you to accept all things and really notice the connection that you have with the outside world. The bigger picture of things. And this is aligning you with your true nature. Okay? Now, another thing that I want to mention when you start to increase your perception is that things such as thoughts, emotions, and actions towards your life and purpose start to dramatically change. Why? It's because you are no longer viewing things from a subjective point of view, from a victim. You are now shifting into a creator. And you are able to now go beyond emotions and just view your emotions and how they function, and gaining all the knowledge and information from it, but not letting it affect you in any type of negative way, but neutrally, observing and using it for your own expansion and growth. So, same thing with thoughts, and same thing with actions. Everything starts to become a bigger picture. So I'll wrap the video up by saying that, and to remind you again, like the intro, always have a type of perception that allows you to see the world through a lens of everythingness being a part of you. This will help you in your path to become your true self and version. Thank you for watching my video. Give me a like, comment, subscribe if that resonates with you. Much love, and I'll see you in the next video.